Alright, so me and Zane are door knocking today, and we're gonna try to get the surrounding properties to my mom's company's property because this summer I came in here and set a trail camera and a corn pile, and I saw a buck that had a lot of potential. So we're in here, we're gonna try and get a couple more properties around there, and then maybe set a couple cameras and just let them sit over the season. After knocking on a couple doors, we went and hung a camera after walking about half the property and looking for sign, and then got out of there and then just waited for the camera to blow up and then to go back in there. And we saw a lot of does, and we decided to go in there
For sure.
Alright, so we're basically trying to rush here because I didn't get home, because I drive an hour to work. I didn't get home until like, I don't know, 3:30, and I just got this saddle and platform today, and so I basically had to try to figure all that stuff out while also kind of put it together. So I basically just threw all the junk in my car, but we rushed into this urban property and we just knocked on the door, had a quick little conversation with the landowner, basically telling her like, hey, we're gonna be back in here tonight, and she's like, okay, good. Like, they're just running all through the place, and some of them need taken out, and one of the bucks actually rubbed on her one tree down there, and she said she had to fence it in and all this stuff. So none of the bucks are legal, but we didn't really want to tell her that because I don't think she would have like understood that, and that would have been a whole other thing. But yeah, so basically Zane's gonna, you want to shut that?
Yeah.
Zane's gonna climb up a tree and get everything set up, then I'm just gonna climb up there because obviously he's used to it and I'm not yet. So
Let's go.
dude, there's so many of them. We were setting up the climbing stakes, and I was at the bottom of the tree. Zane was like basically up here, and there was a really nice buck that walked in through there.
Alright, so after seeing that same buck while we were climbing the tree, we decided to let him go because he looked like he was 4, and when you have all the time in the world to let these deer grow, we're going to pass on them. But then once we got home, blew it up on the MacBook, we realized that he had a puncture wound on his side, and then on his back right leg there was just like a scar mark from where later we found out he ran over the fence and got himself all cut up.
Set 3 is underway. Out there.
We went back in and we hunted a handful of days just leading up to November, because anything we've always heard is it's always good the last week of October leading into November. We started to see some small buck rut action and just a handful of does, but after seeing that buck that was wounded, we decided to just hold off, and if he came through that we'd take him so he wouldn't suffer any longer. we sat that whole week, and I realized that I needed to make a move, so I called off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the 8th, 9th, and 10th of November, and I was going to do an all-day sit to try to kill this buck. So I got in the stand around 5:30, got set up. I went in on Monday before and got everything set up, and it was still crawling with deer in there. So I just tried to get in and out as stealthy as possible, and then went in earlier than I wanted to, but I needed to get in there that early. Got up in the tree, and I had action from first light till 8:30. worked off to about 80 yards after I saw him at 12:30, and then I just got on my binoculars and just glassed, trying to see any deer. I didn't care if I saw him. I just wanted to get some more action. And so I was just glassing, and I was right on the edge of bedding, and I happened to look down, and I just saw something that didn't look quite right. And once I focused in on it, I could tell they were tines. And what I didn't realize was that buck had a little bit of a point right in between his G2 and G3, and so I was like, that's a different buck. And just from the angle, I thought it was his brow tine. So I watched him at 40 yards bedded down for about half an hour, and then at 2 o'clock he got up, and I just started going crazy. I started shaking like crazy. He came to 35 and just vanished. I had no idea where he went. Then at 3:30, I was just still glassing around different areas because I thought that deer totally disappeared, and I just happened to look behind the tree, and he was standing there walking my way. Just happened. Oh, that's my first buck. That's my first buck ever. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's four. Oh, there's 4 minutes left on the camera. There's 4 minutes left on the camera. Oh my gosh, I have to call my dad. I literally just, I've been waiting so long for him to come out, and he just started walking, and I literally just caught a glimpse of him coming, like, he's not coming out. I literally turned the camera. Hello? Oh my gosh, he didn't pick up. I have to call Caden. Oh, no, not him. Oh my gosh, there's literally 4 minutes left on the camera. He's literally laying dead right there. I just shot the 10 point. You have to, I swear to God, Caden, literally just go get TJ something. Caden, he literally ran 15 yards and fell over. I swear to God, Caden, I'm looking at him, he's dead, laying right there. Caden, literally just get your car, get your camera, mom has your battery, just get in here right now. I need to call TJ and Zane. I literally have 19% left on my phone. There's literally 4 minutes left on the camera. Okay, well, I don't know, tell Sierra something, like, I don't know. Okay, well, get a buzz cut, I don't care. Okay, well, hurry up and do it. Alright, bye. Get the truck, get Zane, get your cameras, and get in here right now. Literally went 20 yards. Swear to God, I can see him laying dead right there. Alright, bye.
Not that hard to find. Got it.
I don't know if that one just closed or
It
what.
probably did.
You shot an 11 point. How's it feel?
Pretty unreal for it being my first year.
How far was he even?
Well, I was right there.
Where
Like-
was he standing though?
Like maybe right up there. Literally,
Shot through him.
literally this tree. We walked on the back side of it at 12:30 today, and
There is blood everywhere.
that's when I.
Dude, the Grim
It's a horde back here.
Grim Reapers.
Grim Reapers are the way to go, eh?
Hey, you wanna know what she just told me?
What she said?
You shot the buck that's been destroying her tree.
Really?
Yes.
Well, she's like, "Did you get the big one?" I was like, "No, it's not the biggest one, but it's like the second biggest one."
She said that the big one, Triaxle, and him have been in her yard, but she said that he was the one that's been destroying her tree. So, dude,
Alright,
I heard, I
just
got
put
word
your
that your
hands on
camera
it.
died.
No, it almost did.
Oh, so you got him with your camera?
Yeah, and my phone. Literally, I had 4 minutes left as soon as I turned around and did the interview. So let's just do a little quick little blood trail right here.
Dude, he ran like 20 yards in front of you.
What's that? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Blood all.
Okay. Alright, sounds good.
Dude.
I honestly saw this when I saw him like over there, and I thought it was his brow tine sticking through.
Urban hunting. Urban hunting would be like, dude.
He's got lung hanging out of his nose.
Oh, that's great. A little bit of a nub right there.
You shot a 4.5-year-old buck, I'd say.
That thing's definitely at least 4.
I would say 4. Definitely
Holy
biggest
crap.
deer shot got cranked out there. Look at that though. He stuck this one little kicker right here
That
that
is
put
kinda
11 on.
sick.
We did not see that when
Uh-uh.
the first time he came.
happened here?
That just looks like it's just he got a puncture wound. Remember that part?
I'm wondering, because Nancy just told me that a buck plowed her fence. I'm wondering if he plowed it and got cut, and
Maybe.
then the fence poked him in the guts.
Yeah. Alright, so now that the story is complete on this buck, how it all started was I'm standing here waiting for Zane to, I think, put the last stick up, and I was like, buck, 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 and he was walking right there. Didn't really know we were there, walked out, then we got up the tree, we were sitting there, and Zane was like, big buck, big buck. He was standing probably, I don't know,
35?
yeah, 35 from here, but he's probably 5 yards from the tree I shot him in. And then he worked right here to 20 yards, perfectly broadside. That was my first opportunity at him, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold Axel. But then, once we reviewed the footage, we saw he had a wound on his leg and in his stomach. And I was like, I don't know if I'd pass on him again, no, not. And then, story is now over.
We are dropping Denton Snap in the comments, by the way. Ladies, add him up.
So, I am still going through a world of firsts, my first turkey, and that was my first buck, first time self-filming, shooting a deer, first time urban hunting, and it was just a crazy experience that I'll never forget. So I want to thank the landowners that let us hunt there and all the property owners that gave us permission to do anything on their property. It really helped, and we're glad and super thankful for you guys.
So we just ate lunch and we came up here where in my first year videos where I shot this is the same spot, and we're seeing if we see it though, but it's pretty small, so we're not gonna shoot it. We're hoping to see some more deer and be able to shoot at one. I saw him jump. Let's go, man! Boom! It's the biggest buck I've ever shot. And it's the fourth one. I don't